The Northern Lights is one of the most rare and elusive natural phenomena out there, and viewing the legendary sensation is something that ends up on a lot of bucket lists. If you're looking for a great place to view them, you've come to the right place. Join Viewcation as we take a look at the best places to see the Northern Lights. Sweden. Those who haven't heard of Sweden's Ice Hotel are certainly missing out, as the location is one of the most interesting to stay in the world. Not only that, it's one of the best places to view the Northern Lights. In particular, the Ice Hotel is generally considered to be the best Swedish location to view them. The hotel is an actual hotel made of ice, and this means the structure has to be rebuilt every year with new ice. However, that doesn't mean the rooms are freezing cold. There are plenty of cold rooms to stay in, and these can be some of the more popular choices for those looking to get the full experience. But there are also warm rooms to choose from for those who'd prefer to have a more comfortable stay. The temperatures in the cold rooms can get as low as 17 degrees Fahrenheit, so bring a blanket. Besides the fact that the hotel is made out of ice, it offers a fairly luxurious experience. Stays aren't cheap, and the fact that tourists can get an impressive opportunity to see the Northern Lights is certainly factored into the overall price tag. Some excursions to see the Northern Lights are offered by the hotel itself. These include both snowmobile safaris and photography tours, with the latter having an emphasis on viewing the Northern Lights in areas that have a decreased amount of light pollution so you can snap up some pictures. If you're staying at the Ice Hotel and you want the absolute best chance of seeing the Northern Lights, you might want to take the trip over to Aurora Sky Station located in Abisko. It's a little bit out of the way, but the journey will be well worth it to experience the Northern Lights in the fullest glory possible. It's located nearly 1,000 meters above sea level, which greatly reduces the amount of light pollution its visitors are subject to. It's also one of the few locations where the Northern Lights can be viewed daily for most of the year. Iceland. While Iceland ironically isn't the home of the Ice Hotel, it is home to numerous locations that offer great chances of seeing the Northern Lights. One such is Hotel Ranga, which is located towards the south of Iceland. Some of the hotel's most popular activities include dog sledding, whale watching, taking tours of nearby glaciers, and going fishing in the nearby freshwater. However, it's unquestionable one of their best activities is getting a view of the elusive Northern Lights. Though they are not viewable every single day at Hotel Ranga, they are viewable a significant portion of nights from August to the beginning of May. There isn't a great deal of light pollution in the area, which makes the views of the Northern Lights pretty incredible. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Cherry Springs State Park in Pennsylvania. There's one location in Pennsylvania where you have a good chance of seeing the Northern Lights for a significant portion of the year. It's called Cherry Springs State Park, and it's received the highest level of International Dark Sky Park designation by the International Dark Sky Association. This means Cherry Springs State Park has a significant decreased amount of light pollution compared to other state parks. And that means the sky is incredibly dark, and that makes for great viewing of the stars, as well as the Northern Lights. Cherry Springs State Park takes its darkness seriously, so the lighting fixtures throughout the park aren't the kind you'll find at other parks. They're special in that they minimize light pollution while still allowing visitors to see where they're going. The park also has stringent rules involving the use of flashlights, and there are also rules about how bright your car's headlights can be. Following these rules is certainly worth it for those looking to get a great view of the popular state park's uniquely dark sky. However, visitors should note the Northern Lights won't be viewable every single night. But even if you have to wait a couple nights to see them, you'll still be able to get a bunch out of taking in the view of the average night sky at this fantastic dark sky park. Churchill, Canada. The Northern Lights are said to be viewable in this Manitoba-located town in Canada. They're visible 300 nights a year, which means those staying in the area for at least a couple days are all but guaranteed to get an exceptional view of the naturally occurring phenomenon. The town of Churchill is all about the Northern Lights, as the town even features an awesome tourist location called Churchill Northern Studies Center. Here, you can learn about what makes the Northern Lights occur, and you can get a look at some awesome photography to give you a better glimpse of the lights than you'd be able to get otherwise. Scotland. In Scotland, the Northern Lights isn't referred to as Northern Lights. They're referred to as the Merry Dancers. Whatever you call it, Scotland is the best place in the UK to get a glimpse of the natural phenomenon. And one of the best places in Scotland is a location called Sunburg Head. It's a hotel fashioned out of a renovated lighthouse. Not only does it give you great views of the Northern Lights, but it's also pretty fun to stay in regardless. Greenland. Greenland is a location that doesn't have a lot of light pollution anywhere, which makes it a bit of a paradise when compared to other countries. One of the best places in the country to get a view of the Northern Lights goes by the name of Kangerlussuaq. Kangerlussuaq used to be a military base, but now it's a tourist destination. It offers tourists the chance to see the Northern Lights around 300 nights in the year. Tromso, Norway. Norway's largest city is Tromso, located in the middle of what is referred to as the auroral oval. That is an area where the Northern Lights are viewable. As a result of the city's location along the auroral oval, Tromso is often given the designation of being gateway to the Arctic. Finland. Those staying in Finland can see the Northern Lights around half of the year. A popular place to view them is in the Kakslautinen Resort, located just slightly north of the Arctic Circle. Here, visitors can get the chance to stay in a glass igloo from which they'll be able to see the Northern Lights when it decides to show its face. They can also choose to take a reindeer-drawn sleigh ride on an excursion that will offer them a better chance of seeing it. Fairbanks, Alaska. Finally, let's take a look at a great place to view the Northern Lights in Alaska. The Chena Hot Springs Resort in Alaska is a great spot, and it differs from all the aforementioned locations in that it's not freezing cold. As the name suggests, the Chena Hot Springs Resort offers visitors the chance to view the Northern Lights from the comfort of its hot springs. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever seen the Northern Lights? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.